Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Tuesday. All right, guys, so as you know, we are going live tonight, Jason and Josh, for Anchor Watch, and that's going to be at 11 p.m. Eastern, which is 8 p.m. Pacific. You don't want to miss it. Last week, we had almost 1,000 people in the room, and this week, the conversation is just going to get better and better. And also, huge thank you to everyone who helped us yesterday raise money for Maui and Hot Messy Topics. I thought it was absolutely incredible how everyone rallied together, so thank you, thank you. This is not going to be an amazing video as far as I don't have a lot of kind things to say about this article. This came out and I just think it's absolutely disgusting and I don't understand the intention behind it, but we're going to get into it. It's Real Housewives of New Jersey related. Before we do, you know how this works. If you haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And with that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
Okay, you guys, so I wanted to start off by saying this. I feel like all of us who are content creators, who are putting out articles, whether it's a blog, a podcast, a YouTube channel, maybe it's a fan account on Instagram or X or Threads, it doesn't matter, but I think one of the best things about reality TV is that these people share their lives with us for entertainment. So then that allows us to come on and talk about what's going on with the shows. Now, I think that there's a fine line that is constantly being blurred with talking about what we see on the shows and really just trying to destroy people's lives and their families. And that's not something I'm going to support. I received a few different messages, DMs on Instagram. I got to be really careful about this, with people who were sharing this article with me. And let's just jump right in. Let's get into it. All right. So, All About the Real Housewives posted this. John Fuda's ex exposes his shady past after they spoke poorly about her on the Real Housewives of New Jersey. Well, one, I don't know what season you were watching. The Fudas were on one season. I don't know John Fuda. I don't know Rachel Fuda, but I don't already agree with the headline. And I don't have to, right? But if you saw the way that Rachel spoke about John's ex, who is the mother of her son, Jaden, right? I didn't think it was bad. I think she was saying, unfortunately, she's been away and I've developed this relationship with Jaden. I took him to school. I took him to any sports activities. I took him in and now I feel like he's my son as if I birthed him. That's not a FU to the birth mother. That should be more of like a you're welcome, right? Because I think it takes a special kind of person to take someone else's kid in. My mom was adopted. I have a few people in my family who are adopted, and anybody could be born into a family, but to take on someone, that just means that you're even more special because someone's choosing to love you, not by birth, okay? I've always been told that my whole life, and I really firmly believe that. Let's get into this article. Real Housewives of New Jersey's Rachel and John Fuda are probably having major regrets about trashing his ex on the Real Housewives of New Jersey, as she's now revealing all of John's secrets. In various DMs posted on Instagram, Brittany, who's John's ex, she's claiming that John Fuda never graduated high school and that he was a hardcore drug dealer when they met. According to Brittany, John Fuda first got arrested at the age of 18, which she notes no one will find a record of due to his family connections. Then he got arrested again at 21, which he got expunged. She's claiming he paid $150,000 to the lawyer, John Bruno, for the arrest when he was 21 to fight the case. She elaborated with, everyone else who was arrested with him did 4 years in prison. He got away with 1 year on probation, and he also paid his co-defendants to deny his involvement in return for commissary and money on their books in jail. Now, Brittany alleges that John Fuda's first arrest at the age of 18 was for having 2 ounces of, well, the white powdery stuff that we're not allowed to say on here because of the algorithm. You guys know what we're talking about. And also a weapon, right? That's what she's claiming. Now, as it continues, Brittany explains that because of this, she wound up moving to Florida with John and got pregnant 6 months later with their son, Jaden. As for how she and John met, Brittany says that they met at a party that John came to sell everyone this same drug. Anyone our age in that area will tell you the same thing. John was a huge dealer. He had all of Bergen County strung out. All right. So this automatically to me comes off like, I don't want to bash this woman, this Brittany Maslock, or however you say her name. Obviously, there is something that's not necessarily right here. And she's been put away, right? She has been put away multiple times. She's dealt with the police multiple times. Who knows if she actually did the things that they accused her of or locked her up for? I wasn't there, so I can't say that. However, this man is giving your son an entire life, a good life. His wife is also stepping in as a mother role while you're doing whatever you are doing and you're locked away for. They're trying to make this kid, your son, your birth son, they're trying to make his life as normal as possible, and then we're going to go out here and do a DM interview? Oh, wait. So, it continues on. John's second arrest at 21 was much more serious. Those charges were breaking and entering, assault with a deadly weapon, and armed robbery. On top of that, Brittany called John conceited, arrogant, and cocky. And she adds that no amount of money or luxury was worth the ugliness that she witnessed on a daily basis. She said, "Since I left him, he has done everything possible to ruin and hurt me the only way he knew he could. I'm just shocked that after all these years, he still continues to throw dirt on my name on national TV. I've never claimed to be an angel, but I feel this is a continuation of a personal vendetta that he has against me for leaving him. I wasn't expecting this at all, and I feel bad. Jaden had no choice in any of this." This isn't screaming that you feel bad. This is screaming that you don't care how this is going to affect your son, because your son, he's not that far from 18. He definitely, I'm sure, is aware of social media. I'm sure he can definitely see these headlines. I'm sure his friends see them. I'm sure everybody now will talk to him about it. At school, he'll probably get picked on over these DMs. And sure, will that happen anyways if you have your parents who are on a reality show like The Real Housewives of New Jersey? Yeah, maybe. But the worst thing that I saw John Fuda do on The Real Housewives of New Jersey was the X wax on his chest, which was just kind of like comedic relief. They have to talk about his ex in some capacity because producers are using this as a storyline, her adoption, Rachel's adoption of Jaden. So they have to kind of give a little bit of context into it. And I think with something like that, it's such a delicate topic and a delicate conversation to have. And the way that they executed that, especially on national TV, not letting the editing room have any space to manipulate that and make it seem like they are slamming her, because if you're watching the same show that I watched, they did not. That's doing it with class. So I don't get this. But wait, it gets dirtier, and this is the part that just, I think, irks me. Let's get into it. Meanwhile, Brittany also gives details about their horrible sex life with John and reveals some things that he allegedly enjoys in bed. So they posted this, right? And she said, "He used to beg me to put my finger in all the time, and I would not do it. Then one day he came home and said he had a gift for me, and it was a purple double-sided, well, you guys know what. And I was so confused who the other side was for. I was appalled, and I think he saw my reaction and got embarrassed. I kept asking who the other side was for, and he wouldn't give me the answer." Okay. Oh, and most importantly, he was horrible in bed, and that's important to me. I'm brutally honest, I'm not proud of my choices that I've made, but there's no shame in my game. I mean, none of this makes me look good, so why would I lie? It's just the facts. And to top it off, she said, well, you guys can see. I'm not going to read this. I think it's disgusting. First of all, that's where you lose the conversation. You're sitting here, you want to keep it about your son. Keep it about your son. You keep it cute. You keep it classy. You don't sit there and try to rip your former partner or the father of your son apart like via DMs because you're trying to get a message out there. And this is a message that seems like, especially at the time that this is coming out, now that they are filming for the new season of Real Housewives of New Jersey, this just feels so orchestrated based off of the people who are publishing it. I'm not saying, I have nothing against All About the Real Housewives at all. I don't. I think Roxanne, she does a great job. Sometimes I see the headlines and it seems very one-sided. It seems like we have favorites. And I do my best to come on here and always say, whether it's Teresa and Melissa, Margaret and Jennifer Aiden, I don't have a dog in this fight. We're watching a TV show. So I can look where Teresa does wrong, Melissa does wrong. Margaret does wrong, Jennifer Aiden does wrong. That's kind of just how the show works. But when it becomes like we're taking on someone's personal vendetta, it almost seems like you're doing their dirty work for them. And for this woman, I don't know how much credibility you have, especially since you can't even do this interview unless it's through the DMs, and you're trying so hard to get this message out at this moment. To me, it reads completely calculated. I think it's gross, and I think the person who's going to suffer the most out of this is unfortunately their son. But I wanted to hear what you guys think about this. Again, this is nothing against All About the Real Housewives. They're not the one who gave the interview. They're just the ones who posted about it. And obviously, we're on here talking about it, right? But this feels gross. It feels wrong. This is what happened to reality. This is not fun. Like, we thought that it was so dark, the Kathy Hilton, Lisa Rinna thing. This just like takes it to a whole new level. I don't understand what we're doing anymore. We're watching people who are signing a contract to showcase their lives for entertainment for us when we're sitting there on our, like ass at the end of the day, and we have our nice glass of wine and we just want to relax and unwind and watch mindless television. They're giving us that, but then we're going to sit here and try to destroy their lives? I don't get it. And I'm sure somebody's going to be like, well, Adam, you didn't say very nice things about what was going on with Erica Jane or whatever. And I can easily defend that by saying, well, no, I didn't necessarily love the way that she responded when it came to the victims. But I never said Erica Jane is a terrible person. I never tried to ruin her life. And that applies to every single cast member on any of the franchises. I just don't get it. I want to hear what you guys think. Go ahead and comment below. What a freaking way to start our Tuesday. But in the meantime, don't forget, we have Anchor Watch tonight at 11 p.m. Eastern, and I will be posting that link in the comment section. Guys, go ahead and pop off and let me know exactly how you feel. I don't know about this one. Love you guys. See you next time.